Have you ever wondered why every single potato on your plate, in your fries or mashed into your favorite comfort food, can trace its roots back to a single wild ancient ancestor? It's a story that's stranger than fiction, and it all starts with a surprising twist in the plant family tree. That's right, 100% of potatoes owe their existence to one wild, ancient fling that changed the course of food history forever. But what exactly happened, and how did this humble tuber become a global superstar? Why do scientists today insist that potatoes are more closely related to tomatoes than you'd ever expect? The answer lies deep in the DNA, and it's a tale of evolution, migration, and a little bit of botanical romance. If you lined up a potato and a tomato, you might not see the family resemblance at first glance, but genetically they're practically siblings, closer than you'd ever guess. So, how did a tomato-like plant growing wild in the ancient landscapes of South America end up sparking the rise of the spud? The answer takes us back millions of years to a time when the world looked very different. Picture this: lush, untamed valleys in the Andes Mountains where wild plants thrived in the cool, misty air. Among them, a distant ancestor of today's potato was quietly evolving, adapting to the harsh conditions of high-altitude life. About 9 million years ago, in the heart of ancient South America, a remarkable transformation began. The ancestor of your favorite potato was not the starchy tuber we know today, but something much closer to a wild tomato. In these ancient landscapes, the lines between potato and tomato were blurred. The plants shared a common ancestor, and over time, they branched off in different directions, each adapting to their own unique environments. The ancestor of your favorite potato was, in fact, basically a wild tomato. Imagine a world where the potato and tomato were almost indistinguishable, both part of the same sprawling plant family. Yup, before it became the world's most popular tuber, the potato was busy mingling with its tomato relatives, sharing genes and traits that would one day make it a staple food for billions. Over millions of years, these plants evolved, split apart, and adapted to new challenges. The potato's journey from wild tomato-like ancestor to global food icon is a testament to the power of evolution and the unpredictability of nature. As the potato's ancestors dug deeper into the soil, they developed tubers, those starchy underground storage organs that would one day feed the world. But their story was just beginning. For ages, these early potatoes continued to hobnob with their tomato relatives, sharing the same wild landscapes and sometimes even cross-pollinating, further blurring the lines between the two. Fast forward to the present, and scientists have sequenced DNA from over 100 potato types and their wild cousins, searching for clues about their tangled past. What did they find? The genetic evidence is clear. Potatoes and tomatoes are practically family. Genetically speaking, they share a huge chunk of their DNA. This discovery has huge implications not just for science, but for the food on your plate. It means that the humble potato and the juicy tomato are more than just distant cousins. They're close relatives, separated by millions of years but still sharing a family bond. So, next time you dip your fries in ketchup, remember, your fries and that ketchup have more in common than you ever imagined. It's a delicious twist of fate. Two foods that seem so different, yet are bound together by millions of years of shared history. The next time you enjoy a plate of fries with ketchup, you're actually tasting the legacy of an ancient family reunion. Fast forward a few million years, humans in the Andes Mountains began to notice these quirky, evolving spuds. About 7,000 years ago, indigenous farmers started cultivating potatoes, selecting the best varieties for taste, nutrition, and resilience. These early farmers were true innovators, experimenting with different types of potatoes and developing farming techniques that would allow the crop to thrive in the challenging Andean climate. Over generations, potatoes became a vital part of Andean culture and cuisine. They were so valuable, in fact, that in some places potatoes were used as currency, traded for goods, services, and even as offerings in religious ceremonies. Fun fact, in the bustling markets of the Andes, you could once pay for your groceries with a handful of prized potatoes. Imagine a world where your favorite snack was also your wallet. Potatoes were so precious they were used as currency. It's a reminder of just how important this humble tuber was, and still is, to people around the world. Imagine paying for snacks with snacks. The potato's journey from wild ancestor to global staple is full of surprises. But here's why this story actually matters. Understanding the potato's wild, tomatoey past isn't just a quirky fact, it's crucial for the future of food. By studying the genetic links between potatoes and tomatoes, scientists can unlock secrets that help them breed stronger, tastier, and more resilient crops. This research helps us develop potatoes that can withstand disease, drought, and climate change, ensuring that future generations will always have access to this vital food. The result? More abundant harvests, healthier crops, and of course, better fries for you. So, the next time you bite into a crispy fry or savor a baked potato, remember that you're enjoying the fruits of millions of years of evolution and a wild tomato love story that started in the Andes. Thanks to science and a little bit of ancient plant romance, we can look forward to a more secure food future for everyone. So next time you munch on a potato, whether it's fried, baked, or mashed, take a moment to appreciate its incredible journey. Remember, every bite is a taste of history, a reminder that it all started with a wild tomato, millions of years ago. The next time you see a potato and a tomato side by side, you'll know. You're looking at the descendants of a love story that began in the ancient Andes 9 million years ago. Hit like and subscribe for more wild science stories.